Welcome back to the front page. It's Wednesday, which means your eye on health with Dr. Sudip, Bose Medical Center Hospital. Doc, thanks so much for joining us.
Great to be here.
This question we had today actually submitted by a viewer, which is about Enterovirus D68, which has been getting headlines across the news lately. Let's go ahead and talk about this virus, and should people be concerned about it? What is it first? Let's break it down.
It's a fair topic. I mean, a couple of toddlers have died from this, and that definitely raises concern. It's a virus, and it was discovered in 1962, and if you look back at the CDC reports, ever since 1987, it's been reported every single year. So why are we hearing about it this year? Because there's an increased incidence of it, and it's on the rise right now.
Absolutely, and we've had fatalities from it this year. Now, is that normal, or are they usually able to catch it in time?
Usually, I mean, this year more people are infected than in the past, which is leading to the fatalities.
That's what it is.
So what do we need to know? We need to know it's a virus, who gets it. Anybody can get a virus, right? But the children are mostly affected here. So all the parents out there, if you get it, it's probably going to be okay. It'll pass. But if your child gets it, especially a child with respiratory symptoms, then you have problems, like an asthmatic. Exactly. This is a respiratory virus, so it affects the lungs. And especially children with asthma. That's your red flag group right there. So that's who you need to look out for. There is no treatment. A lot of these viruses, just like all the other viruses, you know, remember antibiotics work great for bacteria, and they don't work at all for viruses. So you just got to ride it out, and it's supportive care. So, you know, respiratory support if we need to do it. So as far as for you guys out there, what you need to know is you don't need to come to the emergency room or doctor just for diagnosis. If you weren't going to go anyway, you don't need to go worried about this enterovirus, worried about, you know, any of these other viruses that tend to pop up on the news, whether it's West Nile virus, any of these other viruses that are the hot virus of the day, unless you have symptoms. And especially if the breathing is so labored that you're breathing with your neck muscles and your chest muscles, kind of like an asthmatic does when they're struggling, that's when you should probably seek care. So let's look at the big picture here, okay? I brought a hammer here for you guys. All right? I'm going to start pounding the desk.
Build something here.
And I want you to put your hand right here.
I don't think so. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Good point. Okay. So here's the concept. You can't help that the hammer's swinging, right? But you can control your own behavior of not putting your hand underneath it. So when you hear about these viruses in the news, whether it's West Nile, Ebola, Enterovirus, whatever we're talking about, worrying does no good. I mean, we can't control what's going on in the world, but what we can control is our own action, not putting the hand under the hammer.
Preventative measures.
Yeah, so what does that mean? It means wash your hands. It means when you cough, follow cough hygiene. So cough into your elbow. You don't want to cough into your hands and then touch your face, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, and get infected. And get the flu shot. That just boosts the immune system in general. And just follow those basic things, get back to the basics, and you can pretty much protect yourself from this. And again, if there's a lot of trouble breathing, using neck muscles, chest muscles, things like that, then head into the hospital.
Absolutely, and we got to remember that there's a lot of other things we need to worry about. Like the flu. The flu, you know, for entering flu season right now.
50,000 people die a year from the flu, 200,000 hospitalizations. We're not getting our flu shot, and let's get the big picture here. I mean, this is a bad virus, this enterovirus. You know, a couple of toddlers have died from this, but we're missing the big picture here is, you know, 50,000 dying from the flu and not getting the flu vaccine.
Absolutely. All right, so take care of yourself and do those preventative measures to make sure you protect yourself and your kids while they're at school.
Exactly.
All right, Doc, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And if you have any questions you'd like answered here on the front page, go ahead and submit them there to the email at the bottom of your screen. We'll be right back. Stay with us.